So given all of this, for more on the movie weekend ahead and also the holiday season in general, we bring in David Davis. He's the founder and managing partner of Arpeggio Partners. It's a California-based consultant to studios, and he's here from our LA newsroom. So obviously, Dave, you know all about the movies that are coming out this weekend, but I suspect it's one that is already out that maybe tops at the box office still. Is Twilight still going to be strong?
Yeah, Twilight New Moon, 100% guaranteed in the bank. It's going to be do $100 million this week, and it'll be up to about $250 million by Sunday.
And what do you think about these other movies that are coming out? I mean, we just talked about Old Dog. I have to say, I read a review today that was not very positive, to say the least. Not that that matters at the box office, but how is that movie going to do?
Well, the reviews, you're correct, Julie. The reviews don't really matter. Old Dogs looks to be about $100 million grossing film. It's going to probably come in second this weekend, and with Blind Side probably third.
And also, in terms of what's going to happen with New Moon going forward, because really the big behemoth of the holiday season, I mean, Twilight New Moon is one of them, but Avatar has got to be the other. So what's going to happen when that movie comes out?
Well, Avatar, which is James Cameron's next movie, which comes out on the 18th of December, is a real wild card. You can't bet against Jim Cameron, who directed the biggest movie of all time, Titanic, which did $1.8 billion worldwide. I think Twilight New Moon is likely to do now about $350 to $400 million in the U.S. And the real question is, how big can Avatar be?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. How well does the movie need to do to make a profit? Because Fox isn't talking about how much it cost.
Well, it is a very expensive movie, but I think embedded in those costs is kind of a transformation in the film business. All this hardware and software for creating new forms of entertainment. Avatar is going to be likely be a very profitable franchise or over time. It's hard to say whether the film will make money at this point because it was just so expensive.
And what do you think, you talked about the new technology and whatnot, do you think that Avatar is going to do well enough to convince more studio owners, or theater owners I should say, to invest in 3D technology?
Well, the movie business is really about 3D these days. If you look at the top 5 or top 10 movies this year, so many of them are 3D and CGI dependent, like Transformers and Up. And very interesting in the movie business right now with the films don't seem to be correlated to stars anymore. They're correlated to how interesting the technology is.
Well, do you think that we'll see the kind of transformation that we saw in terms of the sound updating, say, what was that, a decade ago or so? Do you think it's going to be that kind of sea change in going to the movies?
Well, I think once all the theater chains have evolved into the 3D or high definition forms, I think going to the movies itself is going to be a different experience than being able to watch the film on DVD. And so I think that movement is very positive towards the actual exhibition of films.
Okay, David Davis, founder and managing partner of Arpeggio Partners, thanks a lot for joining us from LA.